My name is Pavanraj Chana, and I'm a member of the Beyond Sciences Initiative, BSI Moi University Chapter. BSI in itself is a non-profit academic consortium of various academic institutions all around the world. Its aim is to promote intercultural dialogue by the exchange of material, bridge academic deficits in the same concept, and also engage in local and global outreach activities as the name suggests. BSI Moi has been in existence for more than 6 years with a unique history. It consists of a multi-disciplinary team of both undergraduate students and postgraduate students.
The BSI started in way back 2014, November. So the idea was really great because now we didn't have to cover distances traveling for conferences worldwide. We just needed to sit in your room and present. So that's how it started, and the main ideas for the initiative was also to create a platform so that students can benefit, have a cultural exchange, since the two universities originate from two countries which are very apart. So the idea was great, and that's when we started the BSI initiative. So initially we were two, from the University of Toronto and the Moi University. Then School of Immunology from New Delhi in India came on board. We became three. Then there was a university, I think, from Brazil. We became four. But since then, I think there's been exponential growth. I couldn't keep up. I think now we are in more than 36 countries worldwide. One of the original ideas was to have that mentor-mentee relationship. I think we started well, but the idea has not picked up well. So if something can be done about it, that would be great.
So in Toronto, Professor Eleanor Fish introduced me to a fellow named Nicolas, now Dr. Kisilu, and we exchanged a lot of emails about our thoughts about breaking the barrier to knowledge, access to education, doing outreach as students and scientists, and of course a little bit as well about British football and the Arsenal. And after that, together with Ruth Anyango, Atiyya, Pavanraj, Ashwinder, Ahmed, as well as Bahati and many others, the students at Moi organized a lot of nice events at the refugee centers, local centers for various sorts of outreach, including HIV, and they form what's known today as BSI Moi.
Professor Fish has been visiting faculty for our postgraduate program at Moi University in the Department of Immunology, and I've known her since a decade. 5 years ago, the idea of BSI was initiated by her and with our students at the Moi University, and the Moi University Chapter was born. I was appointed the patron, and since then, I've been able to provide a lot of guidance and support to the students. It has been a very fruitful journey for myself and our students, as BSI has given us a great platform to interact with like-minded professionals, not only in the country and the continent, but has opened the whole world for them. As a patron of BSI, I'm happy that our students have had a great exposure on the online conferences sponsored by the BSI and has enhanced their presentation skills. The research that the students have been involved has not only had a great scientific impact, but it has made them understand the cultural values and has had a great social impact. In future, as a patron, I hope the very best for the Moi professionals and can see that the BSI providing a great platform in research, in fostering various global partnerships and linkages. Thank you.
One of the core objectives of BSI Moi is our work with the youth, and it's something that we feel very passionate about. When we started out, we did school talks with high school students, and we also worked with youth organization, especially with vulnerable youth in our community. Eventually, we decided to scale the project up a bit and moved it to Kakuma refugee camp, which is located in the northwestern part of Kenya. This project is very personal to me because I am a refugee, and I noticed that there was a gap between the host communities and the refugees because of the location of the refugees in a refugee camp out of contact with the host communities. And this is a gap that we intended to breach, and also work with the youth at the refugee camps, because we know that these are people with the potential to drive the change that we wanted.
The first visit helped understand the experiences of life in a refugee camp as well as various challenges faced. High school students were selected due to their potential to champion change. The experiences from the first visit built to deliver an impactful mentorship program with participating residents who were derived from the mixed Somali Bantu secondary school. Engaging sessions were held on making meaningful life choices, fostering academic excellence, and general health education. The first visit demonstrated deficits of basic necessities such as learning materials and menstrual pads for girls. Therefore, as part of the second outreach, BSI Moi partnered with our counterparts in BSI Toronto to help deliver examination preparation materials and geometrical set, as well as partnering with the Lions Club in Eldoret to deliver a year's supply of sanitary pads for 30 girls. Members also highlighted mental health challenges suffered from traumatizing backgrounds and condoned dangerous sexual practices.
As a medical student, your actions don't have to be big or grand for them to make a difference. They could be small but subtle. And if so many people in the world are making small but subtle actions, if combined together, we can actually make a very big change in the world. And you could actually tell this from the small things that we did with the students, like watching a movie with them, and it really made them happy, and you could actually see it in their faces. When we interacted with the students, we were able to establish various social issues that they were facing, like access to menstrual pads and mental health issues. We believe that given the right support, such resilient people can adapt quite quickly and make very big changes with their lives. Hence, for the next phase of the project, we are planning on expanding on our activities. We plan to address the issue about reproductive health. We actually have a target of collecting 1 year supply of menstrual pads for each of the female students in one of the high schools that we're going to visit. We are also planning on addressing issues about sexual traditional practices such as female genital mutilation and the impact of such practices on the reproductive health. We are also planning on collecting learning materials for the students, such as textbooks and mathematical sets, for which they can actually use for preparation of their national high school examinations. We're also planning on addressing the issue about mental health, given the psychologically traumatic background that the students have. I think this is a very important issue to address. And most importantly, we want to hold a career talk with the students. More like discuss with them the various opportunities for them to venture into. We want to show them that there's actually a life for them beyond the refugee camp.
So as part of our focus with continue our work with youth from marginalized settings, we've also had projects where we've worked with youth who have either been connected to the street or have lived on the street themselves as street children formally. One such organization that we've worked with in the past and continue to do so till today is the Tumaini Innovation Center. The Tumaini Center is a rehabilitation center which works to try and pull off children from the street and give them an avenue where they can be able to live and abandon life from the street and be able to develop skills that allow them to be able to develop into functionally independent individuals who can be able to be able contributors of society. BSI has partnered with Tumaini in the past and currently to try and mentor these youth in their continuous development process, so as to be able to give them an avenue to be able to share their ideas, share the problems that they've faced in the past and how they can be able to come out of these problems and be able to develop lasting solutions so that they can be able to impart skills into them that allow them to be able to get integrated into society with ease. As part of BSI's focus has also been to try and develop vocational skills in these children, and in the past we've had workshops where we've taught them different skill sets such as crocheting, art, dancing, and apart from all these, we've also just had activities where we just spent time with them so that we can be able to bond together and be able to share ideas and be able to come up with solutions that are able to work for both groups at the same time. Such sessions have been about play together through weekly soccer sessions, as well as other activities such as table tennis, and also partaking with them during some of their own individual activities such as walks that they've taken part in to create awareness in town, as well as partnering with other partner organizations that work with Tumaini, such as the Green Health Club initially, which also works with children in remand facilities so as to help create more awareness amongst them that they have options where they can be able to integrate and develop skills that are better.
BSI Moi University University has also been involved in sexual reproductive health. For the past 2 years, we have been teaching street women from Eldoret at a center called Oscar Center, different topics concerning sexual and reproductive health. The team has been meeting them every 2 weeks, and we teach them different topics which were brought to our attention by the ladies themselves.
For the 30 recruited women over 18 years of age, topics addressed were mainly pregnancy and childcare, contraception, STIs, HIV/AIDS, sexual violence, and reproductive tract cancers. These sessions were given since the women reported having multiple sexual partners, prostitute engagement, rape occurrences, poor contraceptive use, high HIV rates with vertical transmission, and questionable antiretroviral therapy.
Besides teaching them, we also engage them in various other activities, including menstrual health management trainings. This was done in collaboration with a UK-based charity organization called Freedom for Girls. Through this organization, we managed to teach the ladies on how to manage their periods, and we made donations for 300 menstrual cups and washable reusable pads for the younger girls. We also engaged them in activities to do with discrimination and HIV and AIDS on World AIDS Day. Through this, we portrayed the message of zero discrimination towards people living with HIV and AIDS. We also engaged the ladies through the Moi Teaching Referral Hospital on post-rape care management and how to get emergency contraception.
Amani Shelter started as a home for women who are victims of domestic abuse and who are suffering from HIV and AIDS. And it acted as a period of transition for these women to be taught on the importance of drug adherence and also to solve the social issues they are facing before they would go back to the community.
Over time, it became a home for children from abusive homes, or who are abandoned, or who are HIV positive and were not compliant to their medication.
Because of the need to solve the social issues that these women are facing, BSI was asked to participate in promoting drug adherence among these women. And during this time, there was a need also to solve the social issues that the children were facing.
We've been having visits to Amani twice a month, and our visits have mainly been informal, involving us playing games, outdoor games like football, and some indoor games. We've also tried to incorporate some formal teaching into the sessions, basic skills such as hand washing, oral health. And since most of the children are HIV positive, we tried to explain to them about HIV and drug compliance in terms that they could understand. Also, in a view to bridge the gap in teaching, we have tried innovative ways such as use of portable tablets that were graciously donated by Professor Fish.
It has been a rewarding experience for us seeing these children grow and develop socially and intellectually, and also seeing how they are able to understand the conditions they have and to adhere more to the drugs that they are taking.
It's been amazing to see how our relationship with the kids have evolved, seeing how happy they get when they see us and the things, and we have been also able to teach them a few things, and according to their caretakers, seeing that the children, especially the older children, that they have been inspired to even aspire to have better goals in life.
So BSI Moi members have presented in every annual international BSI remote conference, showcasing research, projects, and even taking the opportunities to denounce dangerous sexual practices such as female genital mutilation, FGM, and also HIV stigma. So you've heard about all our projects, and you might think that we're all about work and no play, but that's where you're wrong. BSI Moi members have tried to organize dinners welcoming new and visiting members, and members have been able to showcase their various talents such as singing, dancing, and sharing cultural cuisine that they cook themselves. So with that to finally say, I would just like to really thank you all for watching and for all the support we've received throughout the years. A special thanks to Professor Eleanor Fish, who has relentlessly supported us for all our projects. None of this would be possible without you, so thank you so much. So that's it for us, and see you on the next one. Bye.